Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone who is interested is welcome to join. Our first member is Jati. Jati, how are you?
Good evening, Ajahn.
You have any question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
So, I would like to ask Ajahn the ideas for a better future in Dhamma, because I will have a speech contest about a better future.
Better future for what? For you?
For the world and people and society.
Well, Buddhism teaches people to love one another, to practice the four Brahma Vihara, which is loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity.
Yes.
If everyone can practice these four Dhamma qualities, the world will be a very happy place to live in. There will be no killing, there will be no hurting each other.
Yes.
So that's what Buddhism wants people to do for the world, is to love one another, having loving kindness, having compassion, helping one another if they need help, sympathetic joy, be happy with other people's happiness, and equanimity, remain calm and no reaction to things that you cannot do. Okay? Does this answer your question?
Yes.
Can you use this to do your homework? Is this your homework?
It's a contest that I will have to.
Contest?
Yes.
To do what?
To speak, and they will give a topic and then we have to try to speak about it.
I see. And they ask you to talk about the future of the world?
Yes.
Okay. So can you apply this teaching of the Buddha to your speech?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. You meditating tonight?
I will try.
Yeah, you will try. Did you meditate last night?
Yes.
You did? What took you so long to answer this question?
I was trying to remember.
Okay, try to meditate. Because if you can meditate, you can practice the loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity.
Okay.
You need to have a happy mind, a calm mind, in order to be able to practice these four qualities.
Okay.
All right, so you understand now why we have to meditate?
Yes.
Okay, because when we meditate, we have equanimity. And when we have equanimity, we are happy. So we can give other people happiness, give love to other people, give help to other people, and give joy to other people.
Okay.
Okay, good enough?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Where's your brother?
He is in another room listening.
I see. Okay. He doesn't want to come in and join us, huh?
He doesn't have any questions.
I see. So you have any more questions?
No.
Okay. Anytime you need something from Buddhism, just come to me, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Good night. Have a good night's sleep now.
Thank you.
Next, Kok Seng from Singapore.
Good evening, Ajahn. Yeah, this evening I'd like to seek Ajahn advice advice regarding the 7 precepts. So far, my mind is convinced that killing is no good, stealing is no good, sexual misconduct is no good, lying is no good, alcohol is no good, and not taking dinner. But when it comes to entertainment, I am struggling with it. And in my context now, this entertainment would usually be YouTube videos, especially of all the politics in America, in Southeast Asia, in South China Sea, and so on, and all the wars that are ongoing now in the world. So I am easily fall into this trap of watching video, especially after my lunch, after I wash all the dishes and sit down on the sofa, then I will tend to just click on the videos on the YouTube of this video. So maybe Ajahn, you can give me some advice. How can I make a concerted effort to overcome these 7 precepts?
Well, if you spend time watching YouTube movies and news, then you won't have time to meditate. You want to make more time for meditation, so you have to give up the time to spend on other activities like watching YouTube and entertainment, because what you get from meditation is much more better than you would get from watching YouTube. Would you rather have silver or gold if you have a choice? If somebody give you a choice?
Gold, but
okay.
In the meantime, somehow the mind is not convinced that, oh, this is gold and that is silver, and the mind actually, maybe thinks the other way around.
It's because you're stupid. If you can't tell gold from silver.
Okay, so maybe I will try to cycle my mind that meditation is actually the goal, and watching the YouTube video is actually a silver. So I should go for the higher form.
Higher happiness.
Yeah, higher form of happiness.
The Buddha said the highest form of happiness is the happiness from meditation, from calm, peace of mind. Okay, are you convinced now? Not yet.
Okay, I will. Okay, I will tomorrow. I will see how it works out. Yeah, and update from Ajahn.
So every time you want to watch YouTube, and you go meditate. Eventually, you'll stop watching YouTube. You just spend time meditating instead.
Okay, I will try it out. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Next, Alvin from Malaysia.
Namaskar, Ajahn. I'm just listening, no question today.
Okay. Claudia from Switzerland. And you're mute? Not yet. And someone, okay, you can speak now.
Is it?
Yes, can hear you now.
Yeah, good afternoon from Switzerland. So far I have no questions, but I want to give my greetings to the man who I just forgot his name, to Koksang, because I want to tell Koksang I'm stupid too. So I also still have to practice a lot. So currently I try to watch news only 3 days a week, and But I found out I'm typing Thanachan's biography now. I do the precision work of Thanachan's biography and typing it to give it to Kenneth to correct it. So this is a better idea than watching YouTube and watching the news. But I'm still stupid too, so I also still have to practice a lot to let go.
Okay. At least you know you're stupid. That's good, because then you can improve yourself.
Yeah, I hope so.
If you think you're not stupid, then there's no chance that you will improve yourself.
Oh no, I do enough. I still do enough stupid things. So yeah. So
Okay.
far, no questions. So last week, I also took another chance to go to the Dhamma monastery here in Switzerland, and I tried to do it as often as possible. And I also tried to take time enough. Currently, I don't have any. Currently, I'm at home, and of course, I also try to have quality time with enough meditation and Dhamma practice.
Good. Try to pull your mind away from the worldly things and come and pay more time with the Dhamma, either reading Dhamma books or listening to Dhamma talks or do meditation. Oh.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Go to Malaysia, Philip. Hi, Philip.
Good evening, Ajahn. Hope you're doing well. I'm just listening in. Glad to be listening in.
Okay. Lynn from Jakarta, Indonesia.
Good evening, Ajahn.
Where's your mom? Is she back in Australia?
Yes, she's gone back.
Anything you'd like to say or ask?
Yes. As you have suggested to get some books from Wat Yan, I'm starting reading the Kamathana book. And it mentioned that we have to have one main object of meditation. So when I meditate, I started with the breath. But as soon as about 10 to 15 minutes, I feel the stiffness of my body. So I switch to automatically, voluntarily, I switch to watching the body stiffness. So could you please advise on that? Is that the right way?
No, I think if it's possible, you should stick to watching the breath. Don't be concerned with the painful feeling of the body, because when you pay attention to the pain, you start to have cravings for the pain to disappear, and this can create more stress for the mind. The goal is to forget about the pain by concentrating on watching the breath or something else. If you find watching the breath is not strong enough to pull the mind away, then I would say using a mantra will be more useful under this circumstance. Recite a mantra like Bhutto, Bhutto, or if you like some other word, Anicca, Anicca, Anatta, Anatta. Because the pain is anatta, you cannot force it to go away. Or anicca is temporarily, it will come and go by itself sooner or later. I used to use anicca when I got painful feeling of the body. And that can calm my mind down and make it able to live with the painful feeling.
Okay, I'll try it again today.
Yeah, but if you can stick to the breath first, if you can. But if you find out you cannot, you might keep going to the pain, then you have to use a mantra.
So after the mantra, I need to go back to the breath again.
Well, you probably might not do it if the mind becomes calm. The mantra can calm the mind. So when the mind become calm, and if you're not thinking, the mind is still. There's nothing you have to do. You just enjoy the peace of calm that you get from using the mantra. But
Okay,
if you
so
can still watch the breath, then you can come back and watching the breath. If your mind is not yet completely still, and you want to make it still, then you have to keep watching your breath. Or continue with your mantra, either one or the other.
okay,
Give it a try, okay?
yeah, I'll try.
Anything else?
Yes, can I have one more question? So, should we have only one Dhamma teacher, or can we have more than one at the same time?
If the teaching doesn't conflict with each other. One might be an expert on samadhi, another might be an expert on wisdom, for instance. If they don't conflict with each other, then it's okay. But if one teaches you to use one thing and another teacher teaches you to use another thing, then there might be some conflict there. And it might make you confused which one you should take. So if you have found a good teacher who can teach you everything, then stay with that teacher. But I would always advise that you also study the Buddha's teaching as the principal teacher, and your other teacher as your assistant teacher. Because the Buddha cannot go wrong, and the assistant teacher can sometimes go wrong also. So if his teaching conflict with the Buddha's teaching, then you should follow the Buddha's teaching instead. But if you don't study the Buddha's teaching, you might not know that the assistant teacher is not teaching the right thing. Okay.
Ajahn.
All right. Next, we go to New Zealand with Anura and Ramya.
Yeah, good evening, Tanaja. So how are you? I have no question today. Yeah, happy to listen in. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fine.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, take care.
Yeah,
Next,
thank you.
we'll go to Ohio with Marsha. Hi, Marsha. Good morning to you.
Good morning. It's nice to be here. I was wondering about the sense of identity. I read in a book, it was by Upasika Ki Nanayan.
Yes.
I think she's a famous nun in Thailand, supposedly enlightened.
Actually, I think she was an 8th preceptor. She didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, she talked about the sense of identity being like a sticky glob of tar, and that we needed to get rid of this to like break that stickiness of the sense of identity. And then kind of related to that in a Dhamma talk by Acharya Mahabua, he called Avijja like in the chitta. And to me, that seemed like, that's pretty serious, because like if the whole thing is poisoned, it's like, how do you work with that? Or how do you work with the stickiness of that sense of identity? It seems so challenging.
Well, you have to know, first of all, who you are, see. And if you study the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha say we are the knowing element. The mind is a knowing element. And it's somehow become connected with the 4 other elements called the body. And then with delusion in the knowing element, we start to form concepts. of self, of things, of people, and so forth. And we get lost in this concept. See, so we have to know that we are just an element, one of the 6 basic element of life, of the universe. Being the 4 elements, the earth, water, fire, and wind, then the knowing element and the space element. That's all there is in this entire universe, both physical and spiritual universe. And we are the knowing element. And this knowing element has the ability to feel, to think, to perceive, and to connect with the body. Like right now, we are connected to the body through our mental wave, sending. We send out the mental wave to receive signal from the mind, from the body, from the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and body. And then we have this thought and this delusion to form all types of concepts. Yeah. You won't know this thing until you meditate, and when you enter into jhana, when your thinking stops, and you realize that everything is just nothing. All that is left is just a knowing, the knowing element. That's why you have to get to the jhana, to know that you are just a knowing element. You're not a self, you're not a masha. Masha is your body. You're just the one using the body, telling the body what to do. You're the knowing element. This is what you want to know, basically, and then try to prove it to yourself that you are the knowing element, that you are able to think, to feel, and to perceive things through your contact, your connection with the body.
So will there become a time when you're like just in that knowing element, and then all those other things are happening, but they're not mixed up at all?
That's right.
Like
the Buddha said,
the knowing.
whatever you see, whatever you hear, just merely know. Don't react as a person. Just react as a knower. A knower just know. He doesn't react to anything.
Yeah, I had jotted down, how does the knowing come and go? Or why does it come and go? Is it just supposed to be there all the time?
It's always all the time in the background. See? The thinking and the perception is the one that blocking us to see the knower, the knowing. We see the perception and thoughts. And we use the knower to see them. And the knower is the one who sees the thought and the perception. When the knower doesn't see itself until you have to stop the perception and thoughts. See? The knower is like the computer screen, see? And everything that appears on the screen are just the perception and thoughts. So you have to turn off the screen, to turn off the computer, then the screen become blank. See? Then you can see the screen itself. Right now you don't see the screen, you see the pictures on the screen. But when you meditate and you stop the mind from thinking, then the mind becomes blank. And that blank is the knowing. Then the knowing will see itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right now it doesn't see itself because it keeps seeing the thoughts and perception and feelings. That's why it's important to meditate.
Yeah. One difficulty I have is that, I might be able to, battle it out for 45 minutes and then, or an hour. And then it's like by the time I start to get close to the emptiness and the knowing, then I'm like, I'm tired. I have no more energy left to continue. Does that make any sense?
Well, you just have to work hard to increase more energy. That's all.
Okay. Keep fighting.
Yeah, keep fighting. Yeah. Right now,
Okay.
you don't have your energy is not fully charged. So it's like a battery not fully charged. So you have to keep charging your battery with mindfulness and meditation. See, that's just the way to charge your energy.
Mhm.
Okay, but we keep draining the battery by using our thoughts and perception.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we become
Yeah.
tired and weak from our thinking and our perception. If you meditate and you calm your mind becomes energized, becomes strong, when you come meditation, you feel refreshed, strong, and ready to take on the world.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for that guidance.
So practice mindfulness and meditation to get to the emptiness of the mind, the jhana. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Next step of Oregon. Okay, you can
Hi.
speak.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Good.
I wanted to ask about a sutta, if that was okay.
Yes, but I'm not sure if I can answer it, but you can ask.
Okay. It's the one, what Brahma didn't know. The Kavada Sutta. I think I'm saying that right. Where do earth, water, fire, and air have no footing? Do you know that one?
No, but go ahead anyway if you have any question.
And then what he says at the end, so what I used to think that it was so a monk goes all the way up to the Brahma to ask where water, earth, fire have no footing. And then he goes all the way up to Brahma and he says, like, you're not, go back to Buddha. He's the one that you're supposed to ask this for, and that's where you'll understand. And that's what I used to think it was about. Like, oh, I don't know. I thought it was about the Buddha and his, I don't know. But I think he's saying, but then Buddha says, the answer is where consciousness is signless, boundless, all luminous. That's where earth, water, fire, and air find no footing. They're both long and short, small and great, fair and foul. Their name and form are wholly destroyed. With the cessation of consciousness, this is all destroyed. So is this like when you become an arahat, then you'll understand what he's saying more so. Like name and form disappears when, like what you were just discussing with Marsha, when you're able to become the knower. Is that kind of what he's saying?
Well, it means that like the body is formed by the four elements. And when the body dies, the four elements separated. And there's no longer the body. And the name associated with the body is gone.
So the question might have been a dumb question.
Yeah, but the elements, they still remain. See? But they exist in a different state now. Instead of combined, they exist separately.
Oh, okay.
The water goes back to the water, the air goes back to the wind goes back to the wind, the fire goes back to the fire, and the earth goes back to the earth element.
Oh, yes. Okay.
And the mind is separated from the four elements. And all these five elements exist on the space element. See? The space element is the place where everything exists. You have to look at the larger picture. The sun is a fire element mostly, right? And it's floating in space. And our Earth is composed of the four elements. We have water, we have wind, we have fire from the sun, and earth elements. But one day you keep changing. One day the fire element will probably won't reach the earth anymore because maybe the sun becomes less strong, less intense, and there won't be any heat. So the earth might be like Mars or the other planet that is further away from the sun. Things keep changing like this.
Yeah.
everything, all the planets, according to the scientists, they will one day pull together and become a black hole or something, right? And then suddenly have a big bang again, and have a new set of planets and stars again,
Yeah.
in and out, like a like a yo-yo, you know.
Yeah.
But these things, they don't disappear; they're always there, but they sometimes in a different form and shape.
Thank you very much.
Okay, you understand now more or less?
Yeah, I do. Yes, it's also not so much about the elements. It's about like, you don't need to like worry so much about the things, just do it kind of also like just, you know what I'm saying? Like I think that he was like focused on trying to understand something he didn't necessarily need to understand. He just needed to do the job a little bit.
Yeah, the job that we have to do is getting rid of stress that we
Yes,
have.
and meditate. Yes, yeah. Yeah.
And the other thing is not important, really.
It's just
everything will fall in the place. They are automatic. Nature, everything is the work of nature. Our only responsibility is get rid of the stress inside our mind.
That's what we can do. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next, Intan from Indonesia.
Good evening, Ajahn.
Yes. How are you?
Not so good.
Your body or your mind?
Both.
Both. Well, your body, there's nothing you can do about it. It's it's under the law of anatta and anicca.
Yes.
But with the mind, there's something you can do about it. If your mind don't feel well, it's because you have too many cravings, too many desires.
Yes. I think I have many question mark in myself, and I don't know the answer. So it may be how to say, I make me one side I want to meditate, but for another side I scared meditate. Because I think like example, since I am young, I never learned meditation and also never have a knowledge about meditation. But I can when I'm sick, I always observe my sick and to find where is the source of the sick. I can observe until the pain is disappear. When the pain is appear, and I will do the same thing. At that time, I don't understand it is vipassana, but now I understand. So my question, why I have this ability? Is this a memory from my unconscious mind?
Well, you don't really have to know why. Just to know how to use them to your advantage. That's all. If you can use them for your benefit, use them. Don't waste your time thinking about the past, what happened to it. Always stay in the present and work with the present. Work with whatever you have to get rid of the problem that you have in the present.
That's it. Don't ask why. Actually, I want to ask another question. Why?
Yeah, don't ask why. Ask yourself what to do better. What am I supposed to do now?
I think I scared with my talent.
You're supposed to meditate. That's what you're supposed to do. And study the three characteristics of existence. That's all you need to do. And don't worry about other things. They're not necessary things to know.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Don't waste your time.
Okay.
All right, good enough.
Actually, not enough. Actually, I'm still confused. What should I do?
You should meditate, stop thinking. When
Uh-huh.
you stop thinking, then all your questions will disappear. And you find that
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't matter whether you have these questions or not in the first place.
But sometimes I'm scared. Maybe for another person, I'm very stupid. Like example, I very I'm scared. Why when I meditate, my progress is very fast.
So what is there to be scared about if you advance quickly?
Uh-huh.
It means you can run quicker than other people.
Uh-huh. So it makes me scared because when it is too fast, my talent will be most strength.
This has nothing to do with your parents, but you want to tie them in with your practice.
Mm-hmm. No, like example, sometimes I can see spiritual beings. I have one condition. I'm very scared until I'm scared to go up from my house. Cause when I'm go out, have spiritual beings follow me. It makes me very scared and suffering until I'm overthinking, what should I do? What should I do? I think this is very make me confused when I meditate.
Well, Buddha said when you're scared, just recite Bhutto, Bhutto. Then your scare will disappear once your mind becomes calm.
Mm-hmm.
Just recite Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto when you are afraid.
Mm-hmm. For another, when I can see the picture for what will happen in the future, I also don't know how to stop it.
You cannot stop things. You have to leave everything alone. You can only stop your mind from worrying, that's all.
Uh-huh.
By accepting everything. Everything is
Uh-huh.
not your control.
Uh-huh.
Think good thing happen, bad things happen. They just happen, and it's none of your business to worry about them.
No, I mean, sometimes I can see the future. When the first time I went to Wat Yannasangwararam, say ignore all my ability, but I don't know. When I have a strong mindfulness, I can ignore it. But can I turn off all the ability?
You just leave it alone. Don't pay attention to it, that's all. Let it come and go by itself. You cannot interfere with it. You cannot interfere with it.
Mm-hmm. So praja means when the picture is come, I just focus to another thing. Don't.
Yeah, use the Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. You want to stay calm and happy, that's all. All right?
Okay, thank you, Praja.
Okay. Next, Sarasi. Hi, Sarasi. Where are you from?
I am from actually from Sri Lanka, but currently in Switzerland, Ajahn.
I see.
think I met you.
Your sister is Samaji, right? Samaji's sister. Okay.
Yes, Ajahn.
All right, I remember.
How are you? Hope you are doing fine, Ajahn.
Good to see you.
Ajahn, first of all, I should thank you for the book I could get while during my visit to you, and it's very useful, Ajahn. Your autobiography, I read it completely. It's very interesting, inspiring, and sort of like encouraging all of us to go into the path of meditation. And much merit to you, Ajahn. And also one of your admin team members helped me to get the book. I think he's here. Thank you for him also. And I have one question, Ajahn. Can I ask?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes, Ajahn, in the 12 links of Paticca Samuppada, the dependent origination, what does it mean actually when it says Sankara Paccaya Vijnana and Vijnana Paccaya Nama Rupa? So does the Vijnana Paccaya Nama Rupa means one's consciousness create a new birth? Is it, I'm a bit complicated in that, Ajahn. Thank you.
Well, I think we start with avijja, which is ignorant. The ignorant in your mind cause the mind to go seek for suffering without knowing it, by thinking that happiness is in the sensual pleasure, sensual objects. And in order for you to reach the sensual objects, you need to send the mind to be connected with the body. That's when you're connected with the body, then you have nama and rupa. Rupa is the body, nama is the mind. Vedana, sanya, sankhara, vinyan is nama. Rupa is the body. And when you have nama rupa, then you have this you have this existence that you have right now. You have both the body and the mind. Then the mind can use the body to access the sensual objects by going to see things, listening to things, tasting, smelling, and so forth. And when you have this sensual contact, you have feeling arising in your mind. Good feeling, if you have good sensual pleasure. If you have bad contact with sensual contact, you have bad feelings. And with feelings, you have desire or cravings. When you have good feeling, you want it to last for as long as possible. When you have bad feeling, you want to have it disappear as soon as possible. Then with cravings come attachment. When you like something, when you have something, you attach to it. And by being attached, you will create a new a new existence, because whatever you attach to is temporarily. Everything that you have on this earth will eventually come to cease when your body dies. But your mind still have this attachment, so it goes seek a new existence. So it has a new birth, aging, sickness, and death. That's the next cycle. Understand?
So yes, Ajahn. So enlightened beings and the Buddha, they do have actually the sort of like awakened consciousness. Is it almost like the same as lay people?
No, they have wisdom to see that going after sensual pleasure can cause the round of rebirth to keep continuing. And in order for them not to take the round of rebirth, they have to stop this sensual pleasure, attachment to a sensual pleasure. By do meditation and have a different type of pleasure from peace of mind, from meditation. Then they can stop their attachment, the craving for sensual pleasure. So when they have no sensual pleasure, then there will be no existence, no new birth, no rebirth.
Okay, Ajahn. I have another question. Can I ask Ajahn? Is it about Kruba Ajahns? Is it different from the normal forest Sangha, or is it the Kruba Ajahns, according to my how I gathered? It's like Kruba Ajahn is someone who put his practice into testing. Is it correct?
No, it's just a word defined as teacher. meditation teacher, Kuba Ajahn. In Thai, it's a Thai word which can mean any teacher really, not just meditation teacher. Teacher in school, teacher in college, university. They are called Kuba Ajahn.
Okay, Ajahn. Thank you very much, and I wish you good health and happiness, Ajahn.
Okay, did this answer your question?
Yes, Ajahn. Yes.
You
If I have
understand now? You understand
Yes.
now? Okay.
Yes, Ajahn. Thank
All
you.
right. Next, Viona Charlotte from Indonesia.
Madam Ajahn, I want to ask. I have heard if someone has the mistake to the monk that has attained the Magga and Phala, so it can be the obstacles to the people for attaining Magga and Phala, and we must say sorry to him or through his student so that the obstacles will be disappeared. But Ajahn, if we have mistake to the monk in the past life, how we can say sorry so that our obstacles will be disappeared?
You don't worry about the past. You cannot go back to the past to rectify them. Just do what you can in the present life. If you have a teacher and you have somehow don't believe what he said, for instance, then if you want to say sorry, then maybe you shouldn't have any doubt in him, because by having doubt, then it means you want to listen to his teaching anymore. And this can be an obstruction to your progress on the path. If he's a good teacher. Okay. Don't worry about the past, You cannot do anything about it, but you can do something about it in the present. Try not to be stubborn with your teacher. That's the lesson that we should learn. Try to be obedient. Okay.
Thank you, Ajahn.
You're welcome. Next, Nining, also from Indonesia. Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Good evening, Ajahn. Ajahn, I have a question. Did Buddha appoint Ananda to accompany him, or did Ananda insist of being beside Lord Buddha? Surely there are many monks want to be beside Lord Buddha all the time. Does Buddha have?
What do you want to know this question?
Yeah, because sometimes I just curious why teachers sometimes like have preference with certain students like that.
Just like you have preferences. You choose
Yeah.
who to work for you, who not to work for you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Buddha also have preferences.
Okay. Thank you. And then about the meditation, I think I believe that Ajahn said that I have to ignore everything, just keep watching on my breath. That's why my main focus now is just to top up the journey of my meditation. So I have to meditate as long as I can, and because I believe that I will have progress for my meditation. Is it correct?
Yes, try to do as much as possible because your time is running out. You don't know when you're going to die. Buddha said, keep reflecting on death to remind you not to waste your time on other things.
Okay.
Okay.
And then next week I will go to one temple where there is pagoda there, Swedagon Pagoda in East Java, Malang. I will do meditation for 2 days there. In the temple, I ever see my past life in the temple. I just and then next week I will visit and do meditation for 2 days, just like that. So I just keep on practicing, and if maybe I visit I visit temple or monastery, I will spend my time for meditation. That's my goal right now.
Okay. Try to do as much practice as possible. Other thing is not as important as practice.
Yeah, but like Marcia said that she is lack of energy, but me, I believe I have a very good endurance. I can sit for hours or maybe half day.
Good
In
for you.
meditation.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, but why I still, I mean, I still don't determine that my life as a nun. I mean, I can practice, I can do 8% every day, but I think that my life is not, I mean, it's not become Sayale or Mechi like that. Is it okay?
Yes, because you haven't found happiness from your practice yet. See, if you have found happiness, then you can give up everything, like the Buddha.
Oh, I see.
By practicing doesn't mean that you are happy. Sometimes people suffer when they practice, so they don't want to become a nun or a monk yet. But if they found happiness from the practice, then they definitely would want to become a monk or a nun. So practice until you find happiness from your practice.
But if my goal is Sotapanna, should I become a nun?
Don't worry about Sotapanna. Just be happy.
Yeah,
then you'll get there. If you're not happy, you won't get to a Sotapanna. So you have to be happy keeping the precept. You have to be happy meditating. You have to be happy practicing mindfulness. Then things will fall into place.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious why I'm happy doing all meditation and doing 8% every day, but why I still don't determine to be a nun.
Because you're not happy yet. See? Not happy enough to become a nun.
Yeah.
You still rely on other things to make you happy, right? You don't want to give up. You don't want to give up those things.
Yeah, and the other reason that I have my mom to take care. That's why I should taking care of her and still live with her and use my time anytime I have time for meditation, and I challenge myself to do meditation for 4 hours a day.
Okay. Just do it until you get the result, because if you don't get the result, no matter how much time you put in, you still won't be happy. And the thing that determines your success is your mindfulness. So you have to keep practicing mindfulness all the time, not just when you meditate.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Okay, Ajahn, thank you.
Okay, next we'll go to Samanji. Hi, Samanji. Your turn now. How many questions you have tonight?
Hello, Tanaja. I have about 7 questions. Do I have the time?
Oh, sure. You got plenty of time.
Yes, sir. Now, Tanajan, is it correct to say that a thought that is not translated into action does not generate any good or bad karma? A mere thought?
No, it doesn't create any bad karma, but it creates bad feelings when you think of bad thoughts.
Okay, that's all. Okay. And Tanajan, what is right speech in Buddhism?
Right speech is to talk
Yes.
about the Dhamma. Like talk about the within the confine of the 5 precepts, for instance, is right speech. Speak the truth. The right speech is to speak the truth. Don't lie.
Okay. But carrying tails and using harsh language is not included in 5 precepts. No?
It depends
It's
on
just
who you are. If you're just a lay person, you don't have to practice the other 4.
okay.
The other 3. If you are a monk or a nun, then you have to.
Okay. And my next question, Ajahn, is it necessary to offer alms to the monks once a year at least to invoke merit on the deceased? Because in Sri Lanka, we usually offer alms to monks once a year when a person is. Should we do it
You should do it every day, because then you can send gifts to the dead every day. Once a year is too long. The dead might be dead.
No, no, I mean, no, we invite, we usually offer alms, but once a year, we invite monks to our houses and then we offer alms to invoke merit on the deceased. You mean we
No.
should do it every day?
Yeah, because if you don't, then the monk will die. If they wait for you to give food once a year, what about the rest of the time during the year? Where they gonna eat?
Okay. This is done to invoke merit on the deceased.
Yes, normally you should give alms every day, and then you can then share this merit that you give of giving alms to the deceased.
To monks or to whoever, like not necessary to a monk.
To anybody, as do dana, charity.
Even to an animal or to a beggar or to anyone.
I think so.
Okay, yeah. And Ajahn, when meditating, we may sometimes feel separate from the body. Is it a good sign?
Can you repeat the question again? When you meditate?
When meditating, we may sometimes feel that our mind is separate from our body and we don't feel any pain in our body. Is it a good sign? Does it mean that we are advancing in our meditation if we get that sort of feeling?
Yes, you are getting the result from your meditation. But the purpose of meditating is to separate the mind from the body.
Okay. But that happens only for a very brief period, like maybe for 2-3 minutes.
That's
so
normal.
that means we should.
That's normal for beginner, because your mindfulness is not strong enough yet. But as you continue on with your mindfulness practice, you'll then be able to separate the mind from the body longer.
Okay. Okay. And Ajahn, when we think of meditating or when we start doing meditation, we may face unexpected disturbances. How can we tackle them? Like sometimes unnecessary visitors may come, like sometimes we may get extra work from our bosses or from office. Like when we think of going into deep meditation, we may face unexpected disturbances. How to tackle them? Once a Sri Lankan monk said that the Mara tends to disturb those who are keen to engage in deep meditation, who are focused on attaining Nibbana. Is it true? Like,
well, they're called hindrances, obstructions.
Okay.
And it depends on what type of obstruction you have. If you have anger, then you should practice loving kindness. You should forgive the person that you were angry with.
Okay.
If you have sexual desire, then you have to use asupa contemplation.
Yes. I also meant, Tanya, sometimes we may face unexpected disturbances in the sense, like maybe unnecessary visitors may come, like we may have to go on somewhere, and all of a sudden, once we think of doing meditation, like something like that will happen.
Yes.
So is it an act of the Mara? Or?
No, it just happened. People come to see you all the time, and you didn't tell them ahead of time that that they shouldn't come and see you at that time.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And Ajahn, when I meditate, now I focus on a Buddha statue that I have seen. I close my eyes and I focus on that. And I think it helps me concentrate for a longer time than watching my inhale or exhale. I mean, is it Is it correct to focus on an object this way? And it
Yes,
helps
yes.
with, is that okay?
It's called kasina. Kasina is to focus on a color or an object.
This is the Buddha statue I have seen I'm focusing on.
Okay, and try to
Is that
have it-
okay?
Yes, if you get the result, your mind becomes calm and peaceful, then it's okay.
Okay. And Thanajan, my next question is like, can Buddhist meditation be used to cure certain illnesses such as cancer? Because I have read about such cases. How is that possible?
No, the illnesses that meditation can help cure is the sickness that is induced by stress.
Okay.
Because when you meditate, your mind can stop the stress. And when there's no stress, then the sickness that is being caused by stress will also disappear. People with high blood pressure, for instance, they are recommended to practice meditation because stress is one of the reasons for causing them to have high blood pressure.
And illnesses such as cancer, I read a couple of cases where cancer symptoms all had vanished after that. Those patients had done bit of meditation. I mean, not a bit of meditation, a lot of meditation.
I don't know.
Can the
You have to.
Okay.
You have to read the study. And
Okay. Yeah. And Thanajan, like, is it now? Is it acceptable to kill small insects like mosquitoes to eradicate deadly diseases such as dengue?
to kill
Or
them? No.
I mean, sometimes governments and all they spray like they use all kinds of sprays and liquids to kill mosquitoes because they spread diseases such as dengue, which is quite common in Sri Lanka. Or does this conflict with Buddhist principles? Like anyway, it's not good to kill any animal, whether it's an insect or a big animal, right?
If you want to keep the precept, then you don't kill. But if you want to kill, there's nobody to stop you from doing it.
Okay. But they do it to eradicate deadly diseases, like because they spread diseases such as dengue.
They will have to pay the consequence of their bad karma one day in the future.
Okay. I mean, my next question is, does killing mosquitoes or harmful insects carry the same moral weight or carry the same sin as killing a large animal, like a cow or an elephant?
Normally, the person or the animal that you kill is useful, then the consequence is greater than the animal that you kill that is not useful.
Okay. Yeah.
Or human, the same thing. If you kill somebody not useful and somebody who is useful to you, then the consequence is different. Like if you kill other people you don't know, and you kill your parents, this is different.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Thanaja, regarding my meditation, like now I told you that I focus on a Buddha statue. I close my eyes and focus on that. So it's better, no? That's fine doing it, no? Rather than inhale.
Yes, because
doing anapanasati because that helps me. Yeah.
Different people have different preferences. Maybe this is something you have done in the past before, so you find it more easy, more comfortable to do this type of meditation.
Okay.
But you have to look at the result, which is peace and calm.
Okay. So do we have to do it for more than 1 hour or so? Like
as long as possible.
As long as possible. Okay.
Yeah, the more you do, the better it is for the mind.
Okay. Okay, Thanajan.
Okay.
Yeah, yes, that's all today,
All right.
Thanajan. Nice talking to you. Thank
Okay,
you so much. Yeah.
Happy to answer your question. And if you have any more, don't hesitate.
Yeah, sure, I will come.
Okay.
Wish you good health and happiness. Thank you, Thanajan.
Okay, take care. Next, Kelvin Chan. Hi, Kelvin. Where are you from?
Hi, Thanajan. Good evening to you. I'm from Singapore.
Yes, can I help you?
Oh, okay. First of all, my respect to you. And hello to all the Dhamma friends around the world. I'm very happy to find this channel, I just got in touch with your channel about last 1 month, and it is really very happy to find Dhamma in this YouTube world. Okay, I have just one question. I started learning and practicing Buddha's teaching about 10 years ago, but I first got in touch with the Mahayana tradition. But they mainly do chanting and charity, morality work, but not really much on practicing samadhi, meditation. So not until I attended a class from Theravada tradition, which is Mangala Vihara in Singapore. So I started meditation 3 years ago. So my question to Ajahn is, can wisdom arose without meditation? Because some of my friends who are still practicing the Mahayana way, they feel that meditation is not really necessary. So I didn't argue or go into debate with them, but just like to know if meditation is mandatory for the path to enlightenment. Thank you, Ajahn.
Well, you see, wisdom has three types or three levels. See? The first two levels of wisdom, you don't need meditation. Like listening to Dhamma talk, you can get wisdom from that. Or contemplating on the truth of existence, for instance, you get wisdom. But this two wisdom is weak. It cannot be applied to get rid of the dukkha or the stress in your mind. You need the third type of wisdom, which is the wisdom supported by meditation. So you need to have the mind in a strong position, which is in jhana. Once the mind has jhana, then it will be strong and be able to resist or to stop the craving which causes the stress. So this you need meditation.
So for the first fruit of enlightenment, which is Sotapanna, you don't need the jhana, am I right?
Oh, you need every level of enlightenment you need. But if you don't care about enlightenment, you just want to maybe solve your daily problem, like you're angry at someone because you want someone to do something for you, and when you realize that, and you stop your craving or your desire for someone to do something for you. This is easy thing to do. But something that is deeper, something that is more deeply embedded, like your attachment to your body, for instance. This you need a strong mind to be able to detach the mind from the body.
Understand.
So you need jhana to do this.
Okay.
So if you want to get rid of the 10 fetters, then you need to have jhana first. Then you have to have the wisdom to see the three characteristics of existence and the Four Noble Truths.
I understand. Thank you so much, Ajahn, for your answer. I will work harder.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you, Ajahn.
Next, Ubeka Alfredo from Sao Paulo. You come in late today. Are you late today?
Yes, good. Today in Brazil is holiday.
Holiday, what holiday?
Is four men on São Paulo. They fight on war, and they defend São Paulo city, né? And today is in 9032 for peoples fighting.
For the four heroes.
Yes, 4 heroes.
Okay.
In 1932.
Okay.
Yes, 60 years ago, 18 years ago.
80 years ago.
Yes.
Okay.
And today is holiday. But for me, is normal day. I meditate.
You don't work anymore, do you?
No. I do my things, né, Bante? I take care of my house, my kuti, né, Bante? I take care of my things. But this year I have to do a lot of things to my house. It's okay. It's good, né, Bante? It's good to meditate. Is more tranquility. Not problems in mind.
That's right. Meditation is the best work best occupation.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
For Sampajanas, né, Bante? Purpose. Good natureza apropriada, good things. Gochara, domínio, né, Bante? On breath. And anatta, no illusion, no delusion.
Yeah, everything is anatta, no self.
Yes, for Sampajanas. I try to do sati for more time, Bante, on day. It's very important, né, Bante? Sati is very important.
Yes, the most important Dhamma is mindfulness, sati.
Yes, yes.
So
Serious practice.
Keep on practicing mindfulness. Then it will be easy for you to get to jhana, get to the Four Noble Truths.
Yes. And happiness.
Yes, Nibbana. Nibbana paramang sukham. Nibbana is the supreme happiness.
Nibbana not far away, né, Bante? Nibbana not far away.
It's in yourself, it's in your mind. Just make it happen.
Yes. Yes.
Just stop
in your mind, but in your mind, not me mind.
In everybody's mind. Everybody has Nibbana waiting to happen. You just have to make it happen, that's all.
Yes. Congratulations for your practice too, Bante. Your practice is very good, very good.
How do you know? Okay. Thank you for your comment. Next, we'll go to Dubai with Aparajita. Hi.
Good evening, Prajan. Hello.
Today your voice is a little softer.
Let me see. I think it's just
But I can still hear you. It's okay.
Maybe I'll just speak a little closer. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, no questions, just listening today.
Okay, I hope you learn everything every time you join our meeting.
Well, I definitely learn, absorb, yes. And practice is just practice, I think.
You have to push it.
Yes,
it doesn't come easy.
Yes. So, having said that, now that you say something, I suppose I'm in that age when my hormones are a little weird. So sometimes I feel this sort of sense of anxiety, which I know is not inside, but it just comes up. So the other day I was driving and I felt really anxious. And so I was like, okay, this is just anxiousness. And then I asked this question to myself, like, what am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? What am I afraid of? And what should I be afraid of? And then this bizarre answer came from somewhere in my mind, which was quite funny, but also good. It's that the only thing you have to be afraid of is breaking precepts. And I was like, okay, that's a good answer, right? So it kind of gave me goosebumps and set me free in a good way. So
good.
That was good.
This is the working of wisdom. So you have to investigate. Every time you have stress or anxiety, ask yourself, what is the cost of this stress and anxiety?
Yeah, because I didn't expect that answer, but it was, not something I could logically answer myself. So it's good.
All right, good. Keep asking yourself all the time when you're not happy.
Yeah.
It's usually your cravings, your desire for something.
I realize it is always my craving.
Yeah.
Yes. But I just have bad habits of going along with the craving.
Your unwillingness to accept the truth.
Yes, or I still hold.
The truth of aging, sickness, and death, or separation from the things you love.
Yeah.
That's all there is to it, really. Most of our worry and anxiety is the loss that we have to lose something that we love, something that we cherish. Because we know we are living in a temporary world. Everything is temporary.
Yeah.
So accept it. Teach your mind to learn to accept losing things. Losing things, losing yourself, losing your body, losing everything. Then when things happen, you won't have any stress. Okay.
Okay. Great.
All
Thank
right.
Thank you.
Next, Toronto, Piao and Indira. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. From Ajahn. Always so nice to see you and listen to you and learn from you.
Yes.
Yes.
What can I help you today?
Okay, maybe I'll just have a comment if you don't mind on the consciousness thing.
Sure, go ahead.
The consciousness, I think we talk about in the sutra. I've not experienced myself this one. So consciousness is called anidasana vijnana. The consciousness without a base is an arahat form of consciousness, which is not projected of any of the aggregates of the forms, feelings, perceptions, and thought constructs. So it's Buddha give an example. There's a sun hitting from the east side of the house. If the east wall is taken, where would it land? It will land on the west wall. Then the west wall is taken, where would it land? It will land on the earth. If earth is taken out, where will land on water? See, the water is taken out, it won't land anywhere. So it's kind of explaining how the aggregates are taken off one by one. There is no base for consciousness. Anidasana cannot be defined. It can be defined in relation to aggregate of the that make sense, or is it too complicated?
Well, from what I understand, the mental aggregate is in the mind, in the knowing element. And they're always there. They last forever, but they keep changing. That's all. Your thought keep changing, your feeling keep changing, your perception keep changing. But they are there with the mind, the knowing element, which lasts forever.
Yeah.
And it's the same way with the four other elements, the earth, water, fire, and wind element. They always exist. They never die. They never disappear. But they might form and create something different, like the body.
Different. So they are the fundamental elements cannot be destroyed.
Yeah. And they combine and produces body, human body, animals, or trees and plants. But then they will deform. Things are formed, and then one day they will deform. And the four elements, they will be separated, and they go back to their original state.
Original state.
Yeah. And then they reform again and create new things again.
So there's a construction of these different combination of these elements is
That's right.
the person.
The set of five khandas.
Yes. So we create a person, me, myself, is around these five aggregates called creating a self, a sakkaya.
Yes, this is the lack of wisdom or the lack of knowledge. And delusion create and push the mind to think that the mind is a person, an entity.
So you're going around it. I think that's the example Buddha gives is it's like a dog tied to the stick. The dog goes around and around, but he cannot free himself because it's attached by craving of the leash, and his self is the stick, the pole. So you're going around the self, the five aggregates. Going, the dog has no escape. He's going around the five aggregates.
Yes, you need someone smart to teach you how to cut off this attachment.
And the dog is free.
Our dukkha or problem are caused out by our attachment to the five khandas. And we just don't know how to detach or sever this attachment until you found the Buddha, until the Buddha found the way himself.
So the fundamental, the basic form of suffering at the end, sankittena panchupadana skandha dukkha, in essence, the clinging to the five aggregates is dukkha. So wherever you look with a bit of suffering, that means there's a bit of craving. You're attaching to some of the aggregates. Like even if you go deeply, just go back and contemplate and say, why did I get upset, suffer, or sad? There must be some craving, subtle form of craving you don't even see.
Yes. But as you practice and you start to look inside more and more, you start to see the cause of your stress.
Your mind become more sensitive to the and you can start realizing this. But I must confess, yesterday I got angry.
Let me tell Tanajan. No, I have
It's very angry. Not very.
Let me tell Tanajan. Our front door was all broken by the when the home invasion happened, the robber. So they had put planks, and so we had three choices. Like we could either get the guy from the insurance to do it. They seem nice people. So, and then our own guy, or get the money. So since we are busy, we thought let the insurance, the guy do it, because they said it's a good guy. But what happened when he came? He was a very angry man.
Yeah. Even before, when I called, I knew. So I was doing loving kindness towards him before he came. But it didn't work.
No, but the thing is, Ajahn, we tried kindly speaking. I told Pial he smells of alcohol, be careful.
Yeah, he was
but he was but we had to ask questions because it's our
what
front
are you going
door,
to do?
But he won't answer anything, and he got so angry. So,
but it's not excuse for me to get angry.
Yeah, then he got angry.
So I think I'm trying to put an excuse.
But he apologized.
I apologized right away.
Yeah. So,
but he said, I don't want to take your apology.
I don't want your apology.
I don't want
so
your
how
apology.
do you handle someone like that when they're not ready to sort of, like, we were being nice, kind, patient?
That he went with that tone. I said.
So just wanted to ask Ajahn,
leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's our front
But
door.
I feel bad when I said please answer this question. What are you doing? What's wrong with you? I think that's all I said. And then I felt bad.
Anyways, yeah. But the thing is,
but I got angry. So I must, sorry.
So it depends on what you want. If you want something according to what you want, then you might have problem with the man.
Yeah,
no, actually, we didn't want
I think
it.
it's my
The
craving.
safety. The safety was the thing. That's why we were asking again. We didn't want. So
safety is again craving, right?
Yeah,
but then
you decide for safety is craving.
Craving.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
So
I guess we should just go to the forest to leave it.
I think just let
the
the man do his work, and when he finishes, you just inspect and find whether it's satisfactory to you or not. You not just tell the boss, the insurance people. That's all. Don't deal with this
I
person.
should have gone out. I should have.
I told him, don't get involved. And I even told him he smells of alcohol. He said, no, you're imagining. So, okay. So
I think he was drunk, but what can I do? Maybe he has some issues in his own.
That's okay. Yeah. But anyways, we did our part. He apologized.
I was also.
But we felt bad because
reflecting on a sutra, Buddha talks, there are three types of people. The person who gets angry, right? The first person is like a line drawn on the rock. The anger comes, anger doesn't go, it stays. The second person is a line drawn on the sand. After a while, the wind and the water, the line will go away. The other person is line drawn in the water. So it's just like as soon as you put it, and goes away. But I think maybe I become the second category, maybe the sand. Maybe I'm just transitioning from rock to the sand, maybe right now.
You need more mindfulness.
More mindfulness, that's right.
I tell
Lapse of mindfulness. I realized it.
He meditates.
But that's good. That's a good lesson. Like I just reflected upon. Now I know. I'd be more mindful next time.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. You take care and Teruan.
Thank you. Next, full moon from China.
Good evening, Ajahn.
Can I help you?
Yes, I feel good those days. These days, I practice well and I feel peaceful and calm down. But I have some confused why I'm so poor. I want to earn money to so that I can go abroad. I can go to many places, and some people will advise me to find a man to get married, and I feel very angry about that. Yes, so I want you to give me some advice.
The Buddha said we should be content with what we have. Try to be happy with what we have. Be thankful for what we have, and don't want any more than what you have. Then you can be happy. But if you want something more than what you have, then you will be forever unhappy. You want to be
Yes,
happy or
yes.
not? Do you
I
want to be
want,
happy?
yes, of course, I want to be happy.
So just be happy with what you have. Don't want anything that you don't have. Because when you want something that you don't have, it causes you to be unhappy.
Okay, that's very good, I think. Okay, I will contact what I have.
And what you have is much better than anything else. If you can discover it, it's in yourself. Peace of mind. Just meditate. Meditate. When you get to peace of mind, you have contentment and happiness. That is much better than any other things that in the world.
So I don't need to find a man to get married.
Don't. You're looking for suffering when you, as those who get married, they all want to get a divorce.
Yes.
Okay, be single and meditate. Then you have all the time to meditate. If you have a family, you won't have time to meditate. You have to serve your husband, you have to serve your children. You won't have time for yourself.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
I know. Okay.
Just meditate. This is the best thing that you can do for yourself is to meditate. And you'll get the best thing that nothing in this world can give it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Understand. I will insist it.
Good.
Insist of it.
All right.
Thank
Next
you.
we'll go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yi Kun Lim. Hi, Yi Kun Lim. You're from Singapore?
Wait. Yes, good evening, Ajahn.
Yes, good evening to you.
Today I have two questions. The first one I'm wondering, do we need to recognize jhana states, or do we or how do we recognize a jhana state? Because in my mind, I feel if we recognize jhana, there could be a sense of attachment that's coming along with it.
No, you just let it happen.
Okay.
Let it happen. When you're eating, you find when you're full, right? You don't expect. You just eat. You just keep eating until you become full.
But do we need to know, like, oh, we are in first jhana, second jhana?
Well, just like eating, you know when you're full or not.
Okay.
Okay.
The other question I have is, I was chatting with a Dhamma friend, and he has been a Buddhist for like maybe a decade or so, but he has a fear of like not wanting to share Dhamma with other people because he doesn't feel that he know enough. I wonder if you have any advice for that.
You don't have any obligation to share the Dhamma with other people. So don't feel bad that you don't share any Dhamma with other people.
Would it be an obstacle if you say like you want to share, but you're uncertain whether you are sharing the right Dhamma or not?
If you don't have the Dhamma, then don't share it yet. If you're uncertain, it means you don't have it yet.
I see. So, but would it be a sense of self-confidence that you need, or is it just wisdom that you think you have?
Well, you know when you have it, you know. When you don't have it, you know you don't have it.
I see. But that could also be a sense of fear, right? In the sense that maybe he has it, but he has the fear that obstructs him from sharing it.
No, it means he doesn't have it.
I see. Okay.
If you have it, then you won't have any fear sharing with other people.
Right. Okay. Okay, I'll share that with my friend.
Okay,
Thank you, Ajahn.
you're welcome. Next, Sri and Czech. Hi, Sri and Czech. Last time you didn't have a chance to speak. Huh? What happened? You switched position now today.
Feel like it today.
Oh, change, Anicca, huh? Anicca.
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 Yeah, we are exercising Anicca.
Are you following Dr. Piyao and Indira?
Haven't seen them change position yet, so.
Okay, anything you would like to say or ask?
No, just come.
Yeah, no, we
Say hi
just
to
come and say
Ajahn.
hi.
To listen to your Dhamma. Ajahn.
All right. If not, then I'll go to Kunjuk for more questions. Are there any question tonight?
กราบนมัสการท่านอาจารย์ค่ะ We only have one question from Facebook, and it's from Prita Chondori. Wandami Ajahn, I want to leave my job to focus more on practice. Is this stupid?
No, that's what everybody who became enlightened had to do. They have to give up the job, and then they can concentrate on the practice.
That is all, ka.
Okay, we have more time left. So anybody would like to ask any more question or say anything, please raise your hand and unmute your microphone. Anybody? Well, I guess not then. Well, if that's the case, then I think I have to call this meeting to, oh, somebody just raised. Piao. Go ahead, unmute your microphone.
It's just a comment. There is a Silicon Valley is now, CEOs are interested in jhana practice. Now get into a new, like they have a courses to get into jhana. But this person who is followed the Buddhist path, who is teaching jhanas. So very interesting why they said it. He's saying it's, why should I go for another piece of chocolate cake when I can get happiness 100 times better in 10 minutes with my eyes closed? So that's how the anecdote he says. So in other words, they are like teaching a jhana in a like a more, it's called data-driven jhana practice. Interesting.
Yeah.
Just to let you know, it's interesting how comment in Silicon Valley people are now interested in jhanas.
I think that's misleading though, because for some people it takes years before they get into jhana, not 10 minutes.
Yeah, they say it's like they have 70% success in like 40 hours of meditation practice. They give some data. I forget now. Interesting. I just thought I'll just mention it to you. This it's becoming a business. I think that to sign up for the course, I think it's $1,500 or something like that.
Yeah, they think you have to pay in order to get something good, right?
Yeah.
And actually, something good sometimes you don't need to pay at all.
That's true. That's true. Just time.
Yeah, it's available free. You know, all you have to put effort. That's all.
Like the song, the best things in life are free.
Free.
The best things in life is free.
Yes.
But you can give it to the birds and bees. Give me money.
Does it last like the whole day? The happiness, like pretty much like I guess you feel like when you feed your mind with through the jhanas, like the bliss, it kind of lasts for a while, right? It just does not go away easy.
It eventually fades away.
Fades away.
Yeah, that's why you have to keep going. You have to keep going back in. It's like the electric car, you know.
Yeah, recharge the battery.
Yeah, recharge the battery.
Otherwise, you have to put it to gas. Mine is a hybrid, so battery runs out. Then I have to go to gas.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Ajahn. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Intan, please unmute your microphone.
Yes, Prajan just anticipate if next week I cannot enter to this job meeting like last week. Next Saturday I'm going to Wat Yan. At that day is Asada, so can I meet Prajan?
I don't. I give talk on the afternoon, in the afternoon on Saturday. So you can see me in the afternoon. If you want to talk to me, you can see me around 3 p.m.
But Prajan, I go to Wat Yan for meditate. So if I talk to Prajan after Prajan Dhamma talk, I think I cannot go to Khao Chi On. In my
You can meet me here in Zoom every Tuesday night. Better.
Okay. So this is the first time I stay in Khao Chi On. So I want to ask to Prajan, after morning chanting and evening chanting, when I walk meditation, I stay at my kuti, or I can walk meditation outside.
You can
Because
walk. You can walk around the house where you stay.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to
Because
go. You don't want to go to run into people. You want to stay isolated.
Because I read in the email, project assistant say have some animals at there.
Oh, they are tame. They're not dangerous animals. They are deers and monkeys and maybe some snakes, but they won't attack you. You just be mindful. That's all when you see them.
So another question, Prajan, have any suggestion for me how to I push myself to more alert when I meditate at there?
Just keep practicing mindfulness. As soon as you open up your eyes, start mindfulness. Excuse me. By reciting a mantra, Bhutto, Bhutto, or just keep watching your body. Okay.
Another question. Prajan need to drink.
Go ahead.
Okay. Sometimes when I meditate, I can meditate from night until morning. But if I mindfulness after I meditate, I can continue my activity. But if I'm not to mindfulness, I need to sleep. So my question, can I practice this at Khao Chi On?
Yes, you can practice. You can practice anything you want.
Okay.
This,
So if I practice like this, when the morning I'm sleepy, so I can miss the morning chanting.
well, no, when you go up there, you don't go out. You don't have any morning or evening chanting with a group. You do it alone by yourself.
Yeah. Yes, I know. So when I in Khao Chi On, I still need to follow the schedule, like a morning chanting.
You don't need
no
to.
need.
You don't need to. You can practice mindfulness only if you like.
Okay.
You
Okay,
can
thank you,
walking
Prajan.
meditation, sitting meditation, practice mindfulness. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prajan.
All right. Anybody else would like to ask any more
I
questions?
see Marcia.
Masha? Okay, Masha.
Yeah, I think I have a couple of things. Sometimes when talking about peace, I don't really get a lot of peace when I'm meditating, but sometimes just in the course of ordinary activities, and especially when I'm like driving the car, like to go and pick up the kids at their school or something, and I'm on the highway, I have a peace appear in my mind that is just, I mean, it will make me like cry. I'll just be like driving, and all of a sudden there's like a really deep peace, and then tears just sometimes roll down the cheeks. And I've had a lot of it, like profound experiences over the years, you know, like once a year, twice a year or something. But in the actual meditation, it's really hard for me to find peace.
This is normal, you know. Peace can come anytime, but when you're least expecting it, when you're
Yeah.
expecting it, it won't come.
Oh dear.
And
Okay.
that's what happened even with the Buddha when he was young, when he was a young boy. One day he was left alone sitting under the tree, not surrounded by his servants. And then suddenly his mind just become peaceful and happy.
Yeah.
So sometimes you need something, some condition or some environment that you feel comfortable and relaxed. Then your mind can fall into peace. But when you meditate, you tend to be struggling, trying to get peace.
Yes, that's true.
But you need to do that though. You need to do that also, so that you have enough mindfulness to be allowed to allow the mind to become peaceful later on, when it has the right environment or condition for it.
Okay. Okay.
So don't give up the form of sitting. The form of sitting is important. You might not yet get the result, but you might get it from some other time.
Correct.
But
Correct.
without the form of sitting, you won't get anything at all. And one day, eventually, you'll get peace from the form of sitting also. When your mindfulness becomes stronger and more continuous.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Good.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I think that's all I want to ask right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody else? We still have some more questions, more time, about 15 minutes left. Okay, then, if that's it for tonight, thank you for your company. Thank you for joining, and I hope this meeting is useful and help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you all at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you,
Sadhu,
Tanajan.
sadhu.
That's very
Thank you,
much.
Tanajan. Thank you, Tanajan.
Thank you.
Ajahn.
Thank you, Tanajan. Thank you, admin. Thank you.
Thank you, Amin. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.